What's up, guys? This is Networking. We're back with another video, and today we're talking about how to add primaries to a CPN 2023-2024 updated method. This is educational purposes only, always, guys. And I just want to talk to you guys about a lot of things have started to change in regards to CPs and primaries and trade lines in general, and systems are starting to update their verification systems, and we're going to try to briefly talk about that today. So what has changed for primaries? For the last few months, things have changed in the CP game. A lot of previous primary sites have now started using different methods to verify new credit accounts. This process has been mistaken for the Social Security verification security systems that the banks use, but this is really not the case. So most of the startup primary credit builder companies aren't investing that much money into their verification systems as they would like you to think. So a lot of people think, oh, well, it might be over for CPs, or you might not be able to use them anymore, or trade lines don't add the same, or certain sites don't work anymore. But certain sites definitely don't work anymore, but the main thing that's happening right now is that the systems are using a different way to verify the information on the CP profile. So your job is educational purposes only, but your job is to basically figure out what they're looking for, and that's what we're going to briefly discuss here today. Disclaimer, guys, I can't explain exactly how to do this whole process step by step on this video alone, because I can't just give it out to everybody, or we'll have the problem again in a few months because people will overload the systems and the systems will change again. So if you want the full walkthrough, we'll have it in the link below, but we're going to give you basically all the information you would need to get started and to understand this, because the main thing with this is you want to understand how these systems work, because if you understand how the systems work, then you can move around them. So what system are primaries using to verify? So that brings us to the question, what systems do most primary sites actually use now? The answer is simple but tedious. People were spoiled for years being able to make a CP, add trades, and start to go and attain credit. The process is no longer this simple anymore, and all proper steps must be followed to successfully attain primary accounts for your profile. So when we talk about all the proper steps, we're talking about basically the basic information. If you're new to CPs, then you would have to get some type of guide. We have the full CP guide in the link below. Just ask for the full CP guide, and that will basically teach you all the proper steps. If you've been in the game for a while, you know that it's certain steps that you go through to build a CP, but you could skip some of those steps if you're in a rush, or if you just don't feel like you have time to do that. So some people, they just skip those steps and they go ahead and just try merge their profile. Then they might add an authorized user trade line, and then they go ahead and just use their profile and get approved for whatever credit they know that they could get approved for. But if you're looking to actually do the process the correct way, you could do that as well. And it used to be a time where you could do that, but now it's not like that anymore. Now you have to do all the steps. So what are primary trades? Why are primary trades so important? So primary accounts are more recognized and prioritized by the banks. So primary accounts are an easy way for banks to bypass public records and confirm that a person has a properly established credit profile. Therefore, the bank is more willing to give credit. Also, banks will upgrade primary accounts down the line from secured to unsecured, which means free money. If cardholders is diligent and patient, obviously diligent with payments. Banks also are aware of AU trade lines, so if a cardholder has over 4 on their profile, banks could ignore the authorized user trade lines. So that's what I was talking about earlier when I was saying that in the description below, we'll have the full walkthrough on how you can actually get approved for primaries, because if I give it out here online, people will just overload the systems again, and then once they overload the systems change again, and then eventually primaries won't count as much as they would used to count as well, because that's what's happening to AU trade lines for people who are adding more than 4 on their profile. Now, AU trade lines are very important to have on the profile, and you need those on a profile, and they're the easiest trade lines to acquire without upfront money investment outside of actually buying the trade line or getting a family member to add you however you find one. But you don't want to overload your profile with these, because the bank could see that as frivolous, and if they see that as frivolous, then they could ignore those trade lines. In my experience, I've had 4 trade lines. I had more than 4 trade lines on a profile before, and I've seen those trade lines get recognized and people get cars and bigger ticket items with more than 4 trade lines. So this is all different, guys. This is different for every bank. Every bank has their different way of looking at things. And usually if you're good at keeping the red flags down, then you won't have to worry about any of these issues anyway. So how to get approved for primaries in 2023 to 2024. So the way to get approved for primaries now is public records and proper tri-merging. So a lot of people have this issue where they tri-merge their profile, and then it's only tri-merged on one credit bureau. So they go to their Credit Karma and only one credit bureau pops up. That's not proper tri-merging. So you might be doing everything right with your tri-merging process, but you may be using an old method. So this is where the full walkthrough goes into depth about how to actually tri-merge your profile properly this year and next year. And obviously things change over time, and that's why the network is here to keep you guys updated on what's going on. And that's also a reason why we've been having some time away from the videos, because we had to do market research and see what's going on, because we realized a lot of things are changing and a lot of information is changing. And we're going to always give the up-to-date information so people can understand what's going on, educational purposes only. And public records. So public records, that's also a process that people used to be able to do. A lot of people skip that process, to be honest. So a lot of people skip that process when they were making their CPs because it wasn't something that you used to have to do, because verification wasn't using public records as much as they're using it now. So verification systems are using public records. So that's an announcement to everybody. They are now using verification. And actually some websites, when you apply for their primaries, they will literally tell you, if you call into support, because you know the network, we've done our research. If you call into support, they'll tell you that we can't find you in public records. And if they can't find you in public records, they're not approving you. And you could have a credit score, but they still won't approve you. So this is a major thing, but it's a major opportunity. A lot of people have a lot of negative attitudes towards life in general, and they look at these things and they think, oh, it's all changing, so it's over. And it's not over. You guys have to start looking at the opportunity. So when things change, you look and see how it changed and how that could be an opportunity for you to be able to legitimize your profiles. So public records. And once again, in the link below, we'll have the full walkthrough on how to properly do your public records and properly tri-merge your profile. It'll be a full guide. There was a time when you could skip these processes if you were in a rush. That is no more. We will be providing the updated full guide on tri-merging and public records in the link below. So if you need this full guide, just send us a message on Telegram, updated full guide on tri-merging and public records. But for now, let's discuss some things people do to get CPs in the third-party internet databases, quote-unquote public records. So third-party databases are part of the public records. This is what systems can go through to check to see if you're in some type of record, to solidify that your profile has actual foundation. So sites that report CP info fastest for public records. I'm going to give you guys these sites that you need to immediately sign up for rewards programs for your CP. So Office Depot, Walgreens, AutoZone, CVS, Foot Locker. These sites will give you a real head start on building your profile public records presence. And if you do this on top of the next steps, you're going to be A1 good to go. The final step, assuming you have tri-merged properly, like we talked about before, both of these sites report your information to the proper data collection agencies, along with making your profile searchable. I'll give you one here, and that's listyourself.com. A lot of people, we've already talked about List Yourself, but List Yourself is still relevant, but it's something you need to do along with List Yourself that I will have in the full guide. It's a different site you need to go to, and these sites, they work together in conjunction to be able to create an actual image of you digitally. So in 3 to 5 business days, you'll receive confirmation that your information has been verified. I can't give all the sites here, like I said, because we have to do quality control on this process. If everyone can easily access this information, the process won't be effective after a few months, like I said before, as the systems always catch up to viral trends. In link below, message us and ask for the updated full guide on tri-merging and public records. So just ask for the link. Hit the link and ask for the guide, and I'll get that over to you guys. But I just thank you guys for all the support. I appreciate everyone trying to learn. Once again, we're here. We're learning. We have a lot of new information dropping. A lot of information dropping here. And we're going to be dropping videos back to back. So join the Telegram group in the link below before the group is made private. We are going to make the group private really soon here. I had already made it private, but I had so many people emailing me that I had to just go ahead and open the group back up, because I don't want to keep people that are hungry for information and trying to learn out of the loop. So I opened the group back up. Share it to your friends that you want to get a part of the group, because the group is going private really soon. And once the group goes private, people can't just access the group anymore. So YouTube will still go up, videos will still go up, I'll still give out information, but the group will be private. But we thank you guys for supporting the network, and we'll be talking to you guys soon.